Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna dive into card controller and order controller and its related backend routes. So let's dive in. First, I'm gonna discuss card controller. So I open up my VS Code and inside controller I have card controller. So we have in this file for controller: add to card, remove from card, update card quantity, and get card. So let's understand first add to card controller. And if you want to get that 6 question and if you want to go through each, so you can check out this test.js. So you can get that. Here you go. And add to card. So first question you have to remember, did I get the input? So yeah, and here if you look at here, and it's not true because product ID is coming from in a param, so it's not case. So if you look at here, then you can understand. Now it's true. Product ID and quantity. Yeah, add to card. Yeah, product ID and quantity. You're sending product ID and quantity from a request body, and then user ID, and then user ID. So this is the first things, and then we valid the product exists or not. So this is the second question, did I validate, right? Did I validate? So I find the product with help of that product ID, and then if product exists, so it return true the value, and then if not, product not found. Then third question is, did I check permission or rules? So let's understand, right? This is the third segment. So and here you can see a different code than here, because here we are doing manually, but here we are using advanced MongoDB operator. So let's understand these things. So simultaneously we are updating the card, so that's why we are using update want and update find one and update, right? But here is a difference, so it's your choice. And first I initialize card because I'm gonna use again this card. So if you use const, so you cannot use furthermore. So this is the find one and update, and this is the query method from MongoDB. And we have three options here. First option is ID, second option is updates, which means first means value, and then second means update, and third is option. So here you go, we are passing this first ID. So in object, right? So user ID, it's coming from login user, and then item products and product ID, and then we are increment. When you add the card, if you look at here, if you look at this card, okay, let's say product, any product, and now we have 3 items in card. So here you go, now you can see 4, right? So we are adding one quantity inside our card. These are things we are using in increment operator. So first items, and we are using this is a dollar sign, but in MongoDB it's called positional operator, right? So items, positional, and quantity, and then we are assign this quantity, and then here we are calculating the total price, product price multiply quantity, and then we make it true. So MongoDB can understand, okay, this is a new one, and then we populate item, product, name, price, image, and yeah, that's it. And then we are checking if product wasn't in the card, push a new item. So maybe when you are a new user, so definitely you don't have a card. So when you click the icon, add to add to card button icon or button, then instantly it create it. Or if you have already a card, so it's skip. So let's say you don't have card, so first time you want to add any product inside card, so yeah, then it's create card, find, on, and update. So user ID push these items, and then product, this is the product and quantity, and then increment, and then new one, and similar things, and then send to response, right? So first question, did I get the input? Did I check did I validate? Did I check permission or rules? Did I do the main action? So if you look at here, so you can see all the things. This is the main action, but just follow this, this controller, not test. Test just to show you the 6 question, all the section, like all the code. I just I make it segment, so you can understand this 6 question where is applied. This yeah, and yeah, and then I respond to product add to card, and then this is the catch, right? So this is the add to card controller. Let's understand next one, remove from card. So I hope you understand. If you go and then, and yeah, and now it's remove, like yeah, it's removed from your card. So in order to achieve that, we have to create a controller. So this is a controller, remove from card. And yeah, so product ID we are grabbing from params, and then user ID from login user, and then we validate with help of mongoose. Yeah, if you don't want to use mongo, yes, you can also validate. But yeah, but like yeah, mongoose is check the strict validation, right? And if not, then invalid product ID format. So yeah, and then find the card with item to remove and populate product details. So now here you are just looking for that particular card, and with this user ID, and then we populate item, product, and price, name, image. If you look at here, this is the things. And then if cart is not exist, cart not found, and remove the product from items. So here you are, we have initial length, so we find card item length, and then also we are doing card items, and then card items filter. So if you know how filter works, so it's fine, but if you don't know, let me tell you. Filter return a new array, right? New array. And filter works like, so if the return value true the, so keep all the element, or if return value is falsy, so discard all the element. So but here is the twist, we are using NOR operator. So if you know NOR operator means, just make it flip, right? If it's true, make it false. If it's false, make it true. So let me explain to you here how it works. Well, so we have card item, so this is the array, right? And from this array we have product ID, and this ID is coming from a backend. So this ID and this ID, these are matching. So if you don't use this, right, let's say, if they are matching, that means it's return true. If these are matching, it's return true. So filter can keep all the matching things, but if you use here, so that means filter, so we make it false, so it's discard. So we have this logic, right? Just if product ID and the product ID is coming from backend, if these are not matching, right, so remove it. Keep it, sorry, keep it. If they are not matching, then keep it. And then we are checking this card item length and this initial length is equal. If they are, that means no item was removed, so product not found in the card. And then we are recalculate the total price based on our remaining items, because you know what, if you look at here, now we have 300 in order summary, right? So if I add another card, so then you can understand it. So let me add it, and here you are. So now if you check again, so now we have $319. So when you remove, let's say, here you are, and now the total price is 300. So dynamically it calculates the total price, right? So yeah, and how you achieve with help of this block of code. And after doing these things, like here we are using reduce. So if you understand the reduce method, so first we provide three things. First the current element, first the accumulator, then current element, and then option. So here you are using current element, accumulator, and current element. So this is accumulator plus current element. So current element is like item quantity multiply item product price, and then we have to save it. So we save it, and then we send a response to 00 product removed from card. Here you are. So yeah, it's work fine, right? Remove from card. And so, and then again, this is the second controller, and this is third one, update card quantity. So if you go here, if you check it out, if you, and then from here you can decrease, you can increase, right? So in order to achieve that, so and we need this controller. So with help of this controller, we can achieve this increment decrement, right? So all the things we are grabbing from input. So did I get all the input? Yes. Product ID from params, quantity from a body, and login user. And then we are checking quantity must be at least 1. And then we are checking card exists or not with help of this user. This user has card or not. If this user does not have card, so yeah, card not found. And then we are just find these two things, item product and product ID. If they're equal, so, and if you know the find method works like, so it find the first match. If it find the first match, then return that element. So if you find, then we can return this element inside this item variable. And if item is not exist, product not found in card. And also we are looking for product, and then we also select price. And if product not found, and then we are calculating old subtotal. And if you look at here, this is the old subtotal, this one. And then old subtotal, like a product price multiply item quantity, and then new subtotal, product price multiply quantity. That's it. And then we are updating this item quantity with help of this quantity. And then also we update then you also update total price, card total price minus old subtotal plus new subtotal, and then we save it. And then again we call it populate card. And yeah, and with help of this new card ID, and then we just fetch item product, and then we send a response with this card. This is a populate card, right? Yes, here we are. and then the last one is get card. So this is a get card, and this is a user ID from login user, and we are checking the card, and we are populate all the card item products and name, price, and we're checking card. If card not found, show the message, and then send to the response. Success true. So this is the wall card controller. So it's very easy as compared to the product controller, right? Because just we are updating the field. That's it. And next controller is order controller. So after adding the card, and now we are checking out here, like, yeah, here you are checking out the order. So yeah, so first is we have multiple things. So first is place an order. So products and shipping address we are getting from our request body, and this is user ID from login user, and then we are validate buyer. So we are find buyer. If buyer is not, only authenticate can place a order, right? So and then we validate all the shipping address, and if shipping address is not incomplete, a shipping address is incomplete, that means you have to fulfill all the field. If you missed any one of them, then you will see an error. So yeah, and then valid product and calculate total price. So here we have to, so we initialize total price at 0, and then we also initialize validated products as an array. So this is a outer loop, and products we have single item, right? So product is an array, and we just look through all the array, and this is a single item. And then also with help of this item we are looking for product ID. Inside we have product ID, and then all the product we are just assign here product. If product is not, then message it. And then again we using another if state. It's not a nested, but another if state is that product stock must be greater than, yeah, like item quantity must be greater than product stock. So what does it mean? It means, let's say inside this seller we have 5 quantity, but we increase 6 quantity, let's say 6 quantity. So if you place an order, definitely you will get a message, hey man, like, yeah, this message, invalid quantity for product. And also product must be at least 1. And then after doing the things, we are just increasing the total price, product price multiply item quantity. And then after doing it, we just update this valid products array. So we push this object, the product ID, this product ID, and quantity, this item quantity. And after doing it, we update product stock, because let's say we have 5 product as a stock, and then let's say we buy 3 things. So as a seller, how I know how many products I have left, right? So instantly you have to update. So yeah, so we are doing it like item quantity, whatever quantity we place, like whatever quantity has been placed, based on it we have to update the product stock. And then after updating stock, then we have to save the data, because MongoDB does not able to communicate. So we have to tell MongoDB, hey, this is the new one. And then we have to create new instance, and then this is the order, and buyer, user ID, product, valid product, total price, shipping address. Then also we have to save it. So we save order, and then as I told you, you have to follow these 6 questions. So this is the 5th question: did I update anything else related? So if you know the data modeling or the schema, so you have to understand the reference. We have this reference. So inside buyer we have a field order. So buyer can see all the orders, right? So you have to push this order ID. So when you want to get the buyer order, so we can list out all the order. Let me show you what I try to mean by that. Your order means buyer order. So now this user have this order, right? Yes, these are things, and then save it and then response the way you want to, and then catch, right? Yeah, and so and then cancel order. This is the next one. So cancel order is you can cancel your order from here. All right, so we cancel here. Right now we don't have, but when we have a pending order, we can cancel it. Pending and processing. So let's check out this controller. So first we are grabbing the order ID from params and user login, and then we find the order, and if order not found, show the message. Just follow the 6 question and check if user is buyer, order buyer, and then user ID. They're not matching, so you are not authorized to cancel this order. That means the order you are canceling, is it belong to you? So how can you know? So with help of this block of code, so we have order collection, we have inside buyer, and also we are getting that ID, and yeah, then check using overall status. So order dot overall status not pending and not processing, then order cannot be cancelled in this current status, which means if the order status is pending and processing, then you can update the status. You can cancel it. If beyond these 2 things, so we have delivered, shipped, so at that time you won't be able to cancel the order. There you go. And then update both overall and product status. So cancelled, then cancelled. So we update this status with cancelled. If you click cancelled, and then we just go through all the item. Maybe you have multiple item that order, so all the orders are gonna be cancelled. So here you have catch. So you can separately write a logic. So particular order, if you want to cancel, so you can cancel. All right, so you can do it, but for now just I make it simple, and then I set the order and restore product stock. So now let's say you make an order and now instantly you cancel it, so we have to update that stock, right? Because now you cancel it. So let's say you order 2 and now the stock was previously 5, now you order it 2, now it's become 3, and again you cancel it, so it must be 5 again, right? So yeah, we can achieve with help of this block of code. So this is the loop, and we have order products, it's an array, and we just look through, and this is a single item, and then we are finding that item, and then we are just assign here, and we are checking if product exists, then add the quantity, whatever quantity yeah we are tracking, and then save it, and then respond to the front end. That's it. It's very simple. And the next one is get user order. So yeah, get user order. So we are getting this order. How? Right? We're getting this order. So in order to get that, we need to create a separate controller, that is get user orders. And this is a user ID from this is a login user ID, and we are checking, and we are populate. So we populate it. So we finding the order with help of this user ID in an order, and populate product and product ID, name, price, image, and then we sorted descending, which means newest to lowest. Yeah, new to old. I think yeah. and then status success order, and then catch. It's a simple one. Then update order status. So which means seller can update it, right? So if you go to your order, your account, dashboard, manage your order. So from here you can update it, right? So you can make it save, deliver, cancel, pending, or whatever it is. So you can handle your things. All right. So this UI is not looking good, but yeah, seller order. I think I forget to update it. Okay, don't worry. So when you're writing content code, I can do that. Okay, understand. So here you have update order status, and now all the input you are grabbing. This is the order ID from params. This is the status from a body, and this is the login user, and you are validating the user. If and we are checking the rules or permission. The user we are looking for, he or is it the seller? So we have a different things. So because only seller can update order status. So let me explain. So actually I explained to you a lot this type of things, but yeah, as a beginner it might be confusing a lot. So yeah, so if these statements return true, so it become true. So here we have or operator, right? So now it's become false. And let's say we have user role seller, and we make it false. So false, it's going to skip, right? Let's say we have users, and then we make it false. And let's say the role is not a seller. Let's say role is buyer. So I make it true because role is seller. No, so I make it true. So if both are true, that means entire expression is true. So run this code. I think you can get it. And then final order with this, and final order and fetch the order not found, and check if seller owns any product in order, right? So here we are checking the order he is trying to update. That order are belong to that seller, right? So we are passing this item, and yeah, we're using sum. So I think sum just care about returning the true or false value, মানে boolean value, which means it's the first if if the things we are looking for, if they are match, so some return the first match. So item product and item product seller and item product seller user ID. If these three are true, then run this statement. And if not product owned, then you are not authorized to update this order status. And then just valid status. This is a valid status. If valid status includes status, then invalid status. And then update status of seller, product is skip and null, right? And skip if product is null. So we have order products and we map, and then same things. We just give the old. We are checking if three things are true, then update. So we are using here ternary operator. So update the status. So we are using split operator. So keep the old item and then add the new one. If any of these are false, then keep it the old one, and then we are calculate the things. So we are filter the product, and then also you are using map. So valid product, we are checking valid product. So if item product is exist, so keep it here. So this is the new array, and then also all status, valid product, and then RB status, and then we initialize our status. We're checking all status length 0. If it's true, then run this if state, right? And we are using else like else if state, right? That means if like if the state doesn't work, means it's escape. So yeah, else if can run, right? And else definitely run. So make sure else if can stay between else and if, right? Yeah. So we have nested, right? This is a, yeah, and then else if all status every, then deliver. If all status every and then s is equal to cancelled, then cancelled. And yeah, sum, and all status if sum, then just find and cancelled, and overall status partially cancelled, and then shift, overall status shift, and then processing, sum, and then processing. This is a very basic things. And now what are our status? Then after doing it, we have to update the status, and then we are saving. And just here we are just log in the warning, invalid count. Yeah, if you don't want to, just remove it. But just I show you um, how you can show the warning, and then send the response and catch. And now we have get order by get orders by ID, get orders by buyer ID. Yeah, this is a buyer. This is a buyer order. Here you are. This is the order, buyer order. This is your order, right? And this is the user ID, and we validate the user ID, and we are checking user ID and buyer. If they're not equal, show the message. I think we repeat again and again, so I think you understand. And then we fetch orders. We are fetching these orders. So yeah, with product ID, name, price, image, and add descending order, and then sending the status, success count data. So this is a get order by ID, get orders by ID, buyer ID, yeah, buyer ID. And then we have two things. So here you cannot see the MongoDB aggregation pipeline, but inside here I use advanced concept. So that's why I comment out it. So if you want to use, so you can also use this. You can get same result. But in this project, as I am using the basic populate, so I'm not going to use aggregation pipeline. But at first, when I create, I use, and then yeah, recently I just add these things. This is seller ID from params and user ID. So with help of these things, seller can see their all orders. If you look at, no, sorry, this is a manage order, right? And yeah, seller can see all the order. Yeah. And then valid, and then also find order and populate buyer product. So we are just fetching, and here we are filtering. So first we are checking, is it a string? So we make it this seller ID in string, so we can compare it. And then we filter, we just use filter, and then inside you use sum. So this is a sum. So sum just checking if seller ID and the product ID inside seller, if they are matching, return it. And then filter also keep it. If the element is returned true, just keep it, right? And here you're not using not operator. So if return true, so keep it in the new array, and then status. So this is my order controller, okay? And I spend not much time, because like basic things I already explained a lot my previous controller. So this is the like this is the place and order, and yeah, so this is the order controller. And now it's time to understand the its related backend routes. Let's understand. So first, cut route, right? So as we did, import express and import basic controller, and then import the middleware, and then import a router, and then we just assigned the router. So post, this is add, and then add to card, and then delete, this is a delete method, and then remove slash dynamic ID like product ID, remove from card, and patch and quantity slash dynamic product ID, update card from quantity, and then get all the card. So this is the card route, and this is the order route. So we import same things, all the necessary controller as you work, as you created, and then same things, login middleware, and then router, and then first is post, just only slash, and then we are using patch for cancel order. So first it's a dynamic order ID, and then cancel, and then we are getting the my orders like as a buyer, and then we are getting the get order by ID. So my order means get user orders, and then get order by buyer ID, and then also seller and order. So these are routes. So the way you structure here, you have to structure on Frontend, right? Just keep remember. And now let's implement or yeah inside our app.js. So we import this order route from order.route.js, and I think I told earlier you have to keep it this extension, otherwise you will get an error. And then cart router, same from cart.route.js, and then here we are initialize our base URL. This is our base URL, API slash orders, API slash cards, and then you can see this like resource or path. So these are my controller, and like yeah, all the controller. So far we complete our backend code, right? We are complete our backend code, and now the rest of the video, the rest of the video are gonna be based on our front end. So for now, thank you so much.